What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and Marvel Avengers Alliance has some major updates. This video is going to focus on the PvP updates, which of course starts with the new PvP tournament, Season 8. The unlockable character is Red Hulk, and of course there's also a new armor and new weapon. But first, let's take a look at Red Hulk. He is a tactician, and he has something called Heat Generation, which says increases damage by 10% per stack, and he gains heat each round and whenever Red Hulk is attacked. Then he has something called He's Heating Up, gained when heat reaches 40%. Then Red Hulk's attacks apply burning and pyrophoric. Next he has He's on Fire, and that's gained when heat reaches 70%. Red Hulk's attack become fire attacks and are guaranteed to crit against burning targets. And lastly, he has Meltdown, gained when heat reaches 100%. Red Hulk releases all stored heat, dealing damage to all enemies and allies. Now, I don't like that it hits allies, but this is pretty interesting. Then it says Red Hulk becomes stunned and loses all heat. I like to see new mechanics added to the game, but that dealing damage to all allies kinda worries me. But for something such as a Meltdown, I would think that it's going to be pretty awesome when it does go off, so I want to see it. Next, the weapon is Savant's Spear, and this weapon looks like it does pretty good damage. It also has something called a preemptive shield, which grants a shield to all allies at the start of combat before any attacks have been made. But it makes your agent generalized, which removes effects from class bonuses. But it says 2 rounds. And also, I've been using the Generalist armor anyway, so I'm going to like this weapon, I think. It's probably going to come down to how big is that shield going to be. And then moving on to the armor, it is a bruiser armor, and it has something called Kai Shout, which says single target attacks have a 50% chance to apply Intimidated, lowering enemies' attack, accuracy, and evasion. And I really like Intimidated as a debuff. So this armor seems pretty promising too. For Season 8, I'm definitely looking forward to trying to finish in the Adamantium League and unlocking the Red Hulk, so I'm going to go all out this time. With the new tournament, there's also a complete revamp of the PvP screen. Your agent and allies are listed kind of differently, and it also shows your equipment laid out. And it seems pretty easy to go ahead and change everything. It also has your rating and your attacks, and your bonus meter right there. I actually like the streamlined look. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the other thing that's been released, and that's that there is a new lockbox, and it's called the Unstoppable lockbox. Now this of course will unlock Juggernaut once you complete the comic collection, and the way that you get these lockboxes is by winning in PvP. You get 5 per day for getting 5 wins. You also will gain access to tasks. These tasks are supposed to be related to PvP. Now they haven't shown up for me yet, so I can't completely confirm this or give you an example. And there's also a glitch with the PvP wheel, so I wasn't able to see which item is on there yet. Hopefully they fix that pretty soon, because I did win my 5 battles. I got my 5 lockboxes, but I didn't get a spin. Well, let's take a look at Classic Juggernaut. He is a bruiser. He has Unstoppable, grants a momentum every round. Stamina is restored every round, and he's immune to stun. He's also immune to psychic attacks. Both of those things happen to be some of my most hated things in the game, stun and psychic attacks. So this guy could be pretty awesome. His first hit is called Sunday Punch, and it has momentum, so increases damage done, and it can be stacked 3 times. It also has a very low chance to cause a stun. Moving on to his second ability, it is called Mountain Crusher. It exploits shields, so bypasses and deals extra damage against targets that are protected by shields. It also has Deadly Crits and Shield Breaker, so it removes and prevents new shields. And there's a lot of shield hate going on lately, I noticed. His third ability is I'm the Juggernaut. It is catastrophic, has high crits, but it has a requirement called Building Speed, which says requires 3 momentum to unlock I'm the Juggernaut, and it consumes all momentum after using it. So I'm assuming that this is going to be a really hard hit once he's leveled up. His last ability is called Surge of Sidorak. It is a buff that's placed on all allies. It gives them unstoppable force, which says increases the damage of unarmed attacks, and also strengthened attacks increased by 25%. Now we're going to take a look at Red Hulk's abilities. Like previously mentioned, he is a tactician, and his first ability is called Searing Smash. It hits one enemy, gives him 10% heat, and causes wide open, taking additional damage from melee attacks. His second ability is Bunker Buster. It has deadly crits, exploit radiation, and exothermic, which says reduces heat by up to 30% to deal increased damage. So looking at his abilities, you may want to avoid his meltdown, which makes sense. You don't want to hit your own allies and stun Red Hulk. His third ability is called Bulwark. Bulwark protects allies from single target and area attacks, reduces damage taken by 25%, and has Absorb Energy, drains health and stamina from attackers when attacked by non-psychic attacks. Now this is a pretty sweet protect ability, and he may be an awesome tank. His last move is called Gamma Bomb. Hits all enemies, it is catastrophic, causes radiation exposure, and has something called side effects, which says may cause blinded, poison, staggered, off balance, winded, cornered, incapacitation, intimidated, exhausted, iso-weight corruption, halitosis, or in extreme case, superpowers. Now that end part's, I assume, a joke, but you never know what you're going to get with that ability. So that's pretty interesting. All in all, I'm excited about the new PvP tournament and the updates. I hope you guys are too. That's going to be it for this video. It's just a quick update video. I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe.